Hello, and welcome back to No Substitutes, the show where I have on some of my favorite people and we discuss what ingredients make them who they are. And today I have a very special guest. He's probably one of the most successful entrepreneurs I know. Actually, this is one of his brands. It's body wash, unisex, pH balance, natural fine fragrance. It's, I like that. The Laurel Bathhouse, scent from Mother Earth. And he's not a sponsor of the show, so I'm just saying you should buy it. And he also made the shoes that you think look like Yeezys, but they're way better. Please welcome David Teitelbaum. Oh yeah, I always forget to explain how I know people. But I actually couldn't remember if I met you at Key Rabbit or through Remy, or like when Doc Johnson did the collab with you guys.
Yeah, we met when you were wearing a pickle costume.
Oh yeah, so Key Rabbit.
Yeah.
Literally like a year ago.
Yeah, was that a year ago?
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah, because isn't there Halloween one coming up this weekend or next weekend?
It was the adult party.
Yes.
And everyone was
private members club only. Sorry.
Yeah, naked. And you were just in the corner in a pickle costume.
I was just being a pickle.
It was fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, I only went because I was, what's it called? Wingman for Remy. And then once Remy found someone, I was like, okay, I'm going to go home.
No.
But then he was like, you left and everyone was wondering where the pickle went.
Yeah, where did the pickle go?
Guys, there was a pickle here, right?
Yeah, I was like, Lumi's cool.
Yeah.
She's funny.
You want to know who I'm dressing up as next?
Who are you going to be?
I'm sure this episode won't come out before I post the video because I'm going to film it like this weekend. But another great Jew, another bald Jew, Larry David.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
If he ever passed away, that would be a loss.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I know. He's like everyone's drunk uncle, like our inappropriate uncle who's just so funny and witty and smart. I'd be really sad if he passed away.
I know. I'm going to be Drill Sergeant Dave, and I got a...
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's Laura being?
She is being, I don't remember, something along those lines of like, yes, sir.
Oh. Awesome.
Yeah, we're going to a few parties.
Awesome.
Do you know? Never mind.
Okay. No outing people. But yeah, okay, well, let's get into it. What are 3 ingredients you would say make up your profession?
Thank you for the intro.
Yes.
Great question.
Mm-hmm.
I would say making your 13-year-old self laugh.
Yeah.
And feel very happy.
Proud. Yeah.
Proud.
Mm-hmm.
So like tons of dick jokes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should I give you my CV of like everything I'm working on?
Sure. Yeah.
So we sold the company. So we were
Right.
making shoes from unused toys. Well, we were, by we, I mean like the royal we. I was working with a bunch of rappers.
Right.
Sucked. Mm-hmm. And I saw in Lil Wayne's phone book, I was free Hoodie Dave. So I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. We're working with like a ton of rappers. It was like,
free Hoodie, is it because you're uncircumcised? Or
no.
Circumcised, I mean.
Oh my God. If only.
I thought that's what that meant.
I'm just a nice
He's like, because you're Jewish. He's like,
Jewish
circumcised. Guy. Free Hoodie Dave.
Yeah, this guy's
Guy's
crazy.
Got no hood.
Yeah.
Wow.
What is that? Yeah, so I said, I hate working with rappers, so I'm going to make shoes.
Yeah.
Toys.
Yes, and then you did the collab.
Did a bunch of collabs. I went to Doc Johnson, and like they toured me around everywhere. Mm-hmm. And I've never seen so many walls of before.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're going to make those into shoes.
Yeah. You're like, there's no way these are all selling, right?
Yeah. What are these fists doing?
I'm curious. Did you guys recycle like just like, you know, the run of the mill kind of, or was it like the, what's it called? Like the ones that are molded from porn stars?
So
or was it like a mix of both?
We tried to do a recycling program where people send it back.
Oh, okay.
And then
they use it and send it back?
Use it and send it back. And there was a lot of complaints from the receiving team.
Yeah, they're like,
real fast.
Yeah.
They're like, they're nails and like things that we don't want on these products. So anyway, we decided to take the pieces that have been broken. So usually the fists are the ones that like come out of the mold and they get kind of pockmarked.
Yeah, the ones that they just don't use.
They don't use. Yeah. So we ground those up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, am I wearing?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
So unused. So if you do buy the shoes, they're unused.
Yeah. But then sold the company. Have been working, as you know, we were working with the Harris team, writing jokes.
Yes.
And did Joe Biden's Finsta for a minute, and that was a lot of fun. And then now fun employed.
Yeah. I was going to say, we've recently did a project together.
Yeah. Yeah. It was so much fun.
Yes.
But she's probably going to win.
Kamala?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. High probability.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've kind of like toned it down a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been making soap.
Nice.
We have one with Riley Reid coming out.
Yay.
Called Nudie.
Love that.
Sponsored.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Laurel Bathhouse. Sent from Mother Nature.
Yeah. Are there any other people you want to make soap with?
Lumi.
Oh, I want to do soap.
Let's do soap.
I'll do a brand of soap. I love cedar wood, so.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I'm like, that's my scent.
I should have we made deodorant.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, yeah. How's the deodorant?
I don't know.
Yeah, because I remember you posting, you're like, it's just not there yet.
It's not there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Natural deodorant sucks.
I feel like that's a hard one to make.
Yeah. It's very tricky. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you plan on doing any more food-related projects?
Great question. Absolutely not. After that project, I was like,
yeah,
this is a fucking headache.
Yeah. And I mean, any restaurant or like food related is pretty hard. For me, like, even when I was helping out, I was like, man, I wish I did know more like about like for the count and math of all of it. But I'm like, every restaurant I worked at, that even when I was the head cook of, it was never like I was never in charge of that, thankfully.
Yeah.
They were never like, how many things do you need? I was just like, they would already give me the amount of stuff I needed to do, and that's why I prepped. So I was trying to go off of past jobs, but I was like, it's just tater tots, but it's also just tater tots. So I was like, this could either like we'll either sell too much or we won't have enough.
So now that you've run a tater tot truck called Dictators, shaped tater tots, for about a week, I'm going to therapize you now.
Oh.
How did it feel?
It was fun. I mean, it was fun. So it was just like a more relaxed, I don't know. I've never worked a restaurant job like that. So it was fun. Yeah. It was fun even to be the person in charge of all these dope women, you know, and they all were very capable women. So they all listened. They picked up pretty fast, even if, I feel like it was a good team. Yeah. We did good on like a hiring team.
Did it make you love it more?
It made it.
Because it made me food.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun, but definitely it was kind of nice because it was like a microdose version of what I used to do. And it was definitely like, this is a pretty easy job for someone with my background. And now I remember why I don't work in the restaurant business anymore.
Yeah.
I think it was fun, but the funnest part was literally going to Restaurant Depot with you.
That was so much fun. That place is fantastic.
Yeah. It felt like Disneyland.
I found the food in the back in the fridge.
Uh-huh.
Got stuck in there for like 40 minutes.
Oh.
Giant freezer.
Oh, no.
It's fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah. But shout out the rest of the team
Yeah.
for also working.
Oh, yes. They came and worked.
Yeah.
You
And making tourists in Santa Monica feel a little bit uncomfortable. Did a great job.
We got assaulted by 2 homeless men.
2.
Oh, no.
I know. I still have that bullhorn. Yeah. Keep it in the back of my car just in case.
Perfect. I think that's a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never know when you're going to need it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the biggest lesson you've learned from starting your own businesses? That you hate food now, apparently.
Hate food. Yeah. Great question.
Right.
There's like this huge misconception that things happen overnight.
Right.
And they take a real business, or at least a real project, takes so much effort and lift and just
yeah.
grit.
I mean, when you first approached me for Dictators, that was back in May, and we didn't do it until August.
Yeah, that took forever. And that
was like a
free.
pretty chill.
Like
Yeah.
they gave us money for it. We didn't have to like raise money.
Exactly.
Yeah, and like had no stakes involved. Like
Yeah.
building a company.
And even that was like took a while.
It took a long time. Yeah, nothing happens overnight. Everything takes a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And in the process, to try to find enjoyment in like every day, just doing the same thing over and over and over.
Yeah. It's very tedious.
Very tedious. Yeah, and fantastic. With a little bit of coffee.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I'd be up for days.
Oh my God.
I tried it for the first time because I was like, oh, maybe I'll be chill because I'm already so like ADD. And no.
Yeah.
It kept me, like, I wasn't bouncing off the walls, but I was just like wired and awake for way too long.
Fantastic. Get so much done.
I mean, yeah, but I wasn't doing anything, so I hated that.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. Yeah. First time I ever tried, I was totally fine. So I was like,
You're like,
ADD.
oh, ADD.
This all makes
Stimulants
sense now.
will be my best friend.
Best friend.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that happens. I feel like it's funny. I don't know, because people with ADD always seem very chill. Like me and you seem chill, but they don't know what's happening inside here. Right. And I'm like, no, it's unchill. It's very unchill.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
Yeah. Unchill.
Very unchill.
Think about 30 things right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm talking to you.
Yep. Right?
But my brain is also doing so many other things.
Pre-planning for a meeting, I have it too. Mm-hmm. And then again at 7.
I'm thinking about knitting.
Oh. Yeah. What kind of knitting? Bring me there.
I'm just ordered some stuff on Amazon. I was just going to start knitting at home.
What do you make?
I don't know. I've never made anything, so that's why.
Little
like,
mittens?
Mittens. Maybe I'll make some mittens for like my niece or people. I'll make you guys mittens.
We're doing crochet?
I don't know how to crochet.
It's actually like a lot like, do you ever do shibari?
Yeah, but not. I haven't tied people up. I've been tied up.
Yeah. How do you feel about
Shibari?
Yeah. Are we
I
allowed
love
to talk
it.
about
Yeah,
stuff on here?
I think so. Are we allowed to talk about Shibari?
We'll talk about sex stuff?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Well,
So you got me.
who's that? It's being like tied up, suspended in the air.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about. You know how to talk about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
I like it because I feel like relinquishing control and putting trust into someone like that. It's actually a pretty freeing feeling. It's almost therapeutic for me. I feel like it's translated into other parts of my life and has allowed me to kind of like be a little more chill about things, not try to run the show in every situation.
What happens when your like arm is stuck and you get restless?
Thankfully, that's never happened to me. I know it's happened to other people. Or like, I mean, I've done shoots where if I'm, suspended and after a certain amount of time, if something starts to feel like it's falling asleep, they're like, you let us know and we'll take you out of it. So that's the only thing that's happened. But I've always worked with professionals who've done it, thankfully. But
Yeah.
have you?
I've been trying
Nice.
to teach myself how to tie, but just like knitting, I'm very bad at it. Yeah. It's a lot of like over and under. And then these like process. I don't know.
Because it's like, it looks like, I don't know, it takes forever to tie, to do it, but then they do it like that so that when, you know, you're suspended, they can get you out of it really fast.
Really fast. Yeah.
So
I tried learning
yeah.
online, YouTube University. It's always like a Chad or a dude named Neo who's trying to teach you. Yeah.
No, I think you should just, I feel like there's people that would do workshops around here, I'm sure.
Sort of.
Yeah. Or even, I know there's one person that works at Kinky. He does that.
Yeah.
He's like professional.
It's a head game. It's actually like very difficult to balance weight on the rope.
Yeah.
And also feel like you're not tying something up because you want to feel like you're in a blanket.
Yeah.
And you're not like going to get your arm cut off.
Yeah. No, it's not supposed to feel uncomfortable. So if you're practicing shibari, that's a
don't come to me.
Don't.
Yes.
Go to Dave. Well, yeah.
Nice.
What advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs?
You are your only asset. So learn everything you can by yourself. And if something's difficult, to keep trying to figure it out by yourself, because then you'll know what's right and wrong. I've met so many people who are full of shit.
Right.
So like who try to sell you on helping with ads or try to help you on website development, anything of like the moving pieces to make a company work. It's so much nonsense. I feel like 80% of like the business world is people who are relatively good at being full of shit and don't really know what they're doing.
Yeah, I feel like especially in LA.
Especially in LA, and especially in this kind of like freelance world of being able to do anything and it's easy to get access to it. So teaching yourself how to do everything is the hardest part, but also the most rewarding, to be a little Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I feel like that's what you and Remy thrive on.
Just figuring it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't know how to make soap.
Yeah.
I still don't relatively know how to make soap, but I know how to make and formulate a great feeling product. I also have experienced soap for 36 years. So like have, I think, a good sensibility on what's right and what's wrong, and also enjoy certain scents. Yeah.
Because I love Dr. Bronner's, but you put in your private parts and that stuff burns.
Nope. That's how you get ants. Yeah.
That's how you get ants?
That's how you get ants.
Whoa.
Yeah. Dr. Bronner's, get the fuck out of here.
What's worse than ants in your pants?
Bees?
Uncles.
Oh, my God. Uncle Remy.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I'm trying to remember how you wanted me to word this question.
Do you want me to just say it real quick, or you got it? Okay. So a lot of your businesses seem to also, it seems that it's really important for you that your products also have some kind of like impact, like on the community or like the socially in the environment.
Environmentally.
You know, if like, for example, you're like your clothing product is like recycled, so that's good for the environment. Like your soap stuff is like all eco-friendly. And then, you know, recently with like Dictators, it was like a social impact kind of thing. So we were wondering do you feel like you're meeting your goals in setting the impact? Like, I know you want to do it, but do you feel like you're actually impacting?
Great
if that
question.
makes sense.
I always start from the perspective of not wanting to be a pirate. So like, there's all these pirate brands. So someone who sees something they like and they just replicate it just to make money. If the goal is to make money, which don't get me wrong, I love money, but pirates and pirate brands are pretty soulless and empty. I hope there's an impact.
Yeah.
I think if there's an option to make something better, it's not necessarily more expensive to do it. It just takes a little bit more effort. So I'm going to take that effort and time. And my logic has always been be exceptionally useful when compared to the alternatives. That's blue ocean theory. So if you have a comp between a shoe or a shoe made out of dildos, you're like, there's a story here. I like this. Or like soap, but then soap's also made from coconuts. You're like, okay, there's a bonus here. There's an add-on. There's a value here. So hopefully I'm creating things that have deeper value.
Yeah.
You know, like
I feel proud, you know, with all the products that I always get given from you.
Thank you. I've always wanted to be like that dildo shoe guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I'm
that's
like
the
an
dildo
old
shoe
man.
guy.
Yeah. I want people to be like, you're the dildo shoe guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Legacy.
No, every time I wear those shoes, I always have people be like, because they think they're Yeezys or they think they're something else.
Yeah.
Or they're like, what company, what brand is that? Your shoes are so cool. And I love just being like, oh, they're dildos.
Yep.
They're like, the last time I said that, this woman at the airport was like, are you joking? I was like, no. She's like, that's amazing.
That's how I knew I felt like I got something. It's when it's like sticky.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Right.
And you're like, oh, what's that? Oh, dildos. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I think like there's been 2 videos that came out on YouTube from 2 different people. They're like, these are the weirdest shoes I've ever had. And these are like
And they're
shoe
comfy.
style guides.
Yeah,
guys.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they're fucking weird.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I feel like
Lou.
when I was in Korea, like rocking those shoes, because Koreans have amazing street style and streetwear over there. But it also, like, they all dress like Billie Eilish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is cool to some degree. But I feel like, I got some, like, baggy pants. I was rocking those and this tiny little crop top. I was like, oh, I look, you know, like I'm finally, because the first few days I was there, I feel like my style was slacking. And then I got some stuff from a vintage store and then felt a little more equal.
Nice. Part of the
community.
Of the
Yeah. Part of the culture as much as I could be.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, that's what I was wearing last week too.
Yeah.
Crop top and
dildo shoes.
dildo shoes.
Yeah.
Baggy jeans.
Nice.
Works.
I feel like more men should wear crop tops. I want it to come back.
Yeah. My wife.
Oh,
Maureen,
yeah.
My wife is very into men with crop tops.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's also into men kissing. I'm not there yet.
You're not there
I'm
yet.
not there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay.
And I don't know if I will be there.
Right.
And we're okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just to clarify so no one tries to cancel, you're fine with dudes kissing, but you're saying you yourself are not trying to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
He loves gays. Don't worry.
yes. Big fan of the gays.
Yes.
However, like, I don't like Indian food. Tried it.
Yeah.
Been there. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
like,
making out with dudes,
making out with
same
dudes.
thing.
Not for me.
Not for me.
Not for me.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of people I've met that, because I feel like butt stuff has gotten really popular amongst men that are in heterosexual relationships, except like my men,
Yeah.
which is fine. But yeah, my partner, he does not. He's like, no,
Not
touch it.
A little, yeah.
which is
Honestly,
fine. It's
fair.
like, it's just a preference.
Yeah. I had a, what is it called when they like clean out your intestines with the water?
Oh, an enema, or like, what's the hardcore one? Colonic.
Yeah. I had a colonic.
How
which
did
my
that
wife
feel?
was like, honestly, I think I hugged my knees in the shower for like a week and a half.
Yeah.
With my jeans on.
Yeah.
I was very uncomfortable. I felt
Violated? Oh.
Yeah. And they used a little baby size one too. I was like, this doesn't feel right. Loss of innocence.
Loss of innocence.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I know. Anyway.
Well, I mean, that's a good transition. What was family dinner like for you growing up?
Well, my dad was a chef.
Oh, I didn't know that. Or did I?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I did.
Well, he wasn't a chef until I was probably 16. Before that,
okay.
it was like Chili's and sushi or pizza every day because I'm from Jersey. So a lot of pizza and pasta. And then I became a big fat kid. But he went to cooking school. He went to the Culinary Institute.
Oh, yeah, CIA.
Yeah. And then he became a chef. He was working in New York. So he would come home and cook for us at night.
That's awesome.
And I don't remember a lot of childhood. I'm assuming a lot of trauma. But food was pretty good towards the later part when he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was your mom a big cook or no?
No, she wasn't. She had a dance studio in New York. Very powerful lady, very scary lady. She used to have like a big blowout hair, like a woman from Jersey, and had a ring of keys and would just shake the keys and walk around all the time, just like shaking them.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Very intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
So
that's
no,
nice.
she didn't
so
cook.
no, she didn't cook.
Yeah, but did great for the dance community.
Yeah, that's great. Good for her.
Yeah.
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 What restaurant did your dad cook at?
He was cooking with my uncle. My uncle had a restaurant in the meatpacking district when they were actually packing meat.
Right.
Back in the day, it was called
Is it all gentrified now?
Yeah, now it's now it's clubs and boutique hotels. But that's what it was like. Rough. It's next to Hogs and Heifers.
Oh, okay.
If I'm throwing back any New York people here.
Right. Nice.
Yeah.
Where are some of your favorite New York restaurants?
So we're going to New York next month.
Oh,
so
lucky.
I'm getting ready to go to Minko Ramen, if it's still there. There's this Robotaille. Excuse me. I got so excited. This Robotaille place on, I want to say like 12th Street. But I'm like very out of the food scene in New York. Obviously the pizzas.
Yeah.
Fucking fantastic.
And the sandwiches.
The sandwiches.
And bagels. Yeah. You're going to probably have to get another colonics again.
Oh my God. I'm going to be in and out of pastrami sandwiches and colonics, just back and forth.
Oh
back
my
and
God.
forth.
Awesome. Ooh, what was your favorite snack as a kid?
Great question. This was like a nostalgic thing. My father and I used to watch Seinfeld when it was on TV.
Right.
Because I'm old. And we would have like Dijon mustard and pretzels and just take the pretzel and dip it in mustard.
Ooh.
What was yours?
Favorite snack as a kid? I don't remember really having snacks, honestly. I went to like a Waldorf charter school and we had snack time, but it was always like vegan stuff. So like granola or...
Lame.
Yeah, it was stuff that I was like, I'm good.
So how old were you when you went to these?
I was like 6. Yeah. I don't remember anything really before that. Again, trauma.
Yeah.
Trauma will do that.
Let's bond.
Yay.
Yeah. So did you miss like Dunkaroos and Lunchables?
Yeah. Well, I'm also like 27s. Well, I remember other kids had Lunchables, but even when I went to public school, where kids ate Lunchables, my mom was always into organic and healthy food, thankfully. But
wow.
So
gonna live a long time.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, that's why I stopped drinking. So, yeah.
How long have you been off the sauce?
15 days now.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Was it hard?
No, I don't know. I think I feel like that's what happens anytime you want to like make a shift in your life. You just realize like you're kind of sick of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whether it's a habit, emotionally or just habits. I feel like you have to get tired of your own bullshit and then you're like, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore.
What was your drink of choice?
I always loved tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said drink
And
a
like
bottle of mezcal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good.
That's why I'm like, I'm like able to pretty much finish a bottle of tequila by myself. That's not good. And I weigh like 110 pounds. So
Yeah.
it's like time to chill on the sauce. And now I'm like, I don't know, I've been around it even lately. Like I've been out and been at dinners where people are drinking wine and I'm like, don't want it. So
Yeah.
don't know how long that'll last, but I'm at least going to try to go a year and then check in with myself.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't work for big ketamine, but I tried some ketamine and I was like, I never want to drink again. It like knocked it right out of my system
Nice.
after doing some ketamine. Because I'm like, you wake up and you feel fine.
Right.
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a big factor
Yeah.
for anyone who quits. They're
Yeah,
like,
but
oh, I
is
don't feel anxiety or restless. I feel pretty good. And so, yeah.
It doesn't like fuck with your sugar. You don't put on weight.
Yeah.
You don't like everything. I mean, you're putting poison in your body with booze.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
tried ketamine a few times and I was like, wait, I never need to drink ever again. But I miss it.
I miss wine. I feel like, I don't know, maybe after the year, like if I go to Europe or something, I feel like a little wine would be nice. But that's the other thing too. I feel like I needed to stop drinking because I'm not really good at like moderation kind of drinking. So I want to get better at that. But I feel like for now, just cut it out altogether. And then maybe eventually just be able to drink one glass of wine and not the whole bottle.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
well, we've been doing a lot of GHB. So if you drink a little bit, you're like, you date yourself.
Whoa.
Sorry for the R word.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a date drug.
Oh,
But it's-
I've heard about this.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Wow.
It's so good. But you can't
Jeez.
drink.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be insane.
That's how to control to make sure
Yeah.
you're not going to do it.
Not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Oh, noted. What was the best piece of advice you received growing up?
Just do it yourself.
Like the Nike
Yeah,
saying?
maybe. I think like
Just do it.
just do it yourself.
Oh, okay.
My parents always came from the mentality of like, I'm just going to do it.
Right.
And just figure it out.
Yeah.
And whenever I was trying to solve problems growing up, my parents would usually, or my mom, I think would usually say, just like, you can figure it out. Just do it. Just figure it out. So a lot of tinkering, but then like eventually figuring it out. I think it instilled a lot of willpower. So like, I can't let an IKEA project go unfinished.
Right.
It's done. The will to finish something is incredibly strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Ma.
Yeah. That's always the best. I feel like that's how my mom was too. Strong ladies.
Strong ladies.
We love a strong lady.
Yeah.
What was the best meal someone has cooked for you?
The meals that Laura cooks for me.
Right.
Every
Wifey.
night. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I tell her to spit a little bit in it because I'm like, just fill it with love.
Aw.
It's always so good. She made, I want to say like, she makes a wet salad every night. So it's like a Caesar salad that's like drenched in dressing.
Whoa.
In our household, we have a saying that every piece of food is a vehicle for sauce.
Oh,
So she
perfect.
just makes a lot of sauces and it's insanely good.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt very validated when Laura liked all the sauces that I made for Dictators.
She has a very strong palate and choices.
Yeah.
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 Opinions.
Opinions.
Yeah. What about you? What was the best thing you had in Korea?
Oh, in Korea? Probably just always bibimbap. Actually, no. The last place we stayed at was in Jeonju. This couple, I forget what the houses are called, but they're like traditional Korean houses. Mr. and Mrs. Kim, shout out. They,
Rare name.
yeah.
Yeah.
The husband's so sweet. He taught us how to play traditional Korean music or instruments. we tried to make music. It didn't work out. But and then his wife, Mrs. Kim, made us breakfast every morning. And it was so good. And like traditional Korean food. And she let me know that, what's it called? Tofu. The original name for tofu is like dufu or something. I don't know. Koreans, let me know in the comments. Yeah. But she was like, we need to bring that back. She's like, it's not called tofu.
Please.
Yeah.
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 You should call up Big Tofu.
Big tofu.
Yeah, let them know.
Yeah. Because Koreans were the ones that I guess came up with tofu.
Mm.
And then, yeah, it was really cool.
Did it taste different?
Tasted better.
Better?
Yeah. I hate when like tofu is in a miso soup, like when it's like white and squishy.
Yeah, chunks.
Oh, like, yeah. I think when it comes to me being picky about food, it's texture.
Did you ever try a McRib?
No. What is
Really?
that?
The McRib?
Is it from McDonald's?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
I got shamed yesterday.
I never ate McDonald's growing up, so.
Me neither. There were times where I was like, snuck away.
I mean, I do know they do. I mean, I've had like a breakfast sandwich from there.
And it was
pretty fire.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got shamed yesterday
for
standing in line to wait for a McRib.
Yeah.
Years and years and years ago. And it tastes like tofu. It's got the same consistency. It's not good.
I was going to say it's probably not meat. So there you go.
So you've never stood in line to wait for a McRib?
No. Yeah. Probably won't now.
Yeah.
Now that I know.
Now that you know.
Now that I know.
Right. And there's like an ick to doing that.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like in line, just like, don't judge me.
No one judge me.
I'm happily married.
Yep.
She doesn't judge me. Go away.
She can judge me.
Right. Oh,
She
only
will.
she can. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Well, speaking of wifey, I'm sure she's in this, going to be on this list, but who are some people who have helped you grow?
Laura Pandolfo Teitelbaum.
Yeah.
She's been amazing in the process of growth. I guess the reason, I would say like I have a list of reasons why I married her, like an actual list.
Perfect.
She is so good at being not selfish when it comes to the expectations of another person. When I'm having a bad day, her goal is to create as much of a environment that makes me feel safe versus like her protecting herself. So if I have like a reaction,
she's not taking it personal. She's like,
not
you're
reacting,
having a hard time.
right?
Let me be here for you.
Let me be here for you, right? Like she has a how can I be a good wife list herself, and she's been going down the list.
Oh my.
Don't nag him anymore. And she hasn't nagged me one day since being married, and it's so good.
Wow.
So great.
I feel like that's a good thing. Like, I feel like more people before they get married should, like, I mean, not, I'm sure there's like lists involved with prenups, but more like in a partnership list people should go through before they get married and be like, you know, here's kind of how I see us, you know, to make sure you're not only having the same vision for your marriage, but also just showing up every day. Like, what are some things that I can do or some things I want you to do? And if this is something that you can't do, like, let me know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that'd be a great practice before marriage.
Yeah.
I'm going to make some lists.
It really is. And because I don't have that many friends, there's not a lot of people I can tell, but I'll tell you guys. 2 weeks ago, I came home. We went to dinner. And I was like, okay. I was in a bad mood. And I came home. We came home together. And there were 3 women naked, just waiting while they were in underwear, waiting in the living room.
Oh my
and
God.
We finally had the reverse I've been asking for a year and a half. So I feel, thank you.
Laura is wife of the year.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Amazing. I took so many photos.
Right.
It was so amazing.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then we met somebody at a party who was like, will you f me?
Oh.
Yeah, and Laura let me go.
Oh.
Take these hands.
Take these hands.
And punch into another woman.
Nice.
Yeah.
You didn't use the one with your ring on it?
No.
That hand's
That's
hers.
sacred. Yes, this is for my marriage.
Yeah.
This
This
is for other people. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, I've never did anyone before. That was the first time.
I don't know if you did it right, if you were punching.
Yeah, she was saying. Yeah.
It's this. You have to do
It's
it like that.
I was actually afraid I was gonna like break something.
Yeah.
So I was going like very
Very slow.
slow.
But that's how you do it.
Yeah, I was like this.
Oh, okay, good.
But,
I was like,
I have very tiny
that's
wrists,
not how
but
you
like
do
wide
it.
knuckles.
Right.
Yeah, I have like very tiny lady wrists.
Just like sitting there.
huh,
Yeah.
huh,
I
putting
would-
these
I would
tattoos
die.
to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
That's awesome.
what a champion.
What?
I know.
She's-
She let
yeah.
me just, and then I just came home. She's like, "Hey, how was your night, hon?"
No,
I said it was so great.
it was so great.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome.
It's her.
Yeah, she is pretty awesome.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Such a fan.
Big fan.
Big fan.
Yes.
Biggest.
Ooh. What is a life event that shaped you? Getting
Probably being a woman. First time. Life event that shaped me. In a way of like general business.
anything, I guess.
Reality.
Yeah. Reality.
I would say probably the first time we went to Kinky Rabbit
Oh yeah.
as like a couple.
Yeah. 'Cause that's like a safe space too. It's like not only I was trying to describe it to someone, a girl that I know who's in, the other day, because she was going to go for the first time, and I was like, well, first of all, they take your phones. No phones are allowed, so you're connecting with people, you're talking, you're not feeling like overstimulated and like on your phone. Like you don't feel like you can retreat because you're like on your phone. You're part of this whole community and it's very safe and it's very, yeah.
Yeah. You like disappear into an alternate reality.
That's how it feels.
There's
yeah.
like a
As soon as you walk through those doors, it's like a different world.
costumes
Yeah.
And there's,
Everyone's
like,
either
mood
dressed
and
up or,
energy.
yeah.
Everyone's just like overly sexualized, but feeling like very in their body.
Yeah, it's not as like because I've also performed. I mean, that's how I first started with them. But now I haven't done that for a while. But even as a performer, it's so different because there's no cameras. It's just like getting to be dressed up in these cool costumes, and I don't know. It is. I feel like. I know it may seem silly, but I do feel like the no phone part of it really makes it, I don't know, easier to be present and grounded in your own body in that environment, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like, it allows you that space to disappear, disconnect, and then be so present in this,
Yeah.
like, beautiful mansion and this, like, extravagant theater almost like event with a show and with
Yeah.
decor everywhere.
It's very theater-like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so, like, you're in this little dream space.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Nice. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
But I would say I was doing, as a hobby, was doming during COVID.
Nice.
So I had two kind of like mistresses that trained me.
Nice.
And because it was COVID, it was a great time. I had so much fun. I had a blast. On my profile, it used to say, like, Dom looking for a sub. You can come over, but you can't sleep over.
Oh, lovely.
Right to the
Yeah.
point. So I had a bunch of subs, and I think that was the most healing time I've had, which is being able to be in a space of dominance with someone else who's reciprocating that it's safe to be dominant and without a lot of restriction and reaction.
Yeah. They're putting their trust into you. And it's
Yeah.
like,
And there's a lot of healing that came with that kind of putting trust in. I always felt like it became a healing process. Made a few women cry, but like good tears,
Yeah.
and like addressing a lot of traumas and bringing it to the surface and then allowing it to be safe.
That's I had those experiences a lot with working for kink.com. Yeah. But I'll tell you about that off camera. What are some unpopular food opinions?
Well, I guess I said it earlier, but I don't really like Indian food.
Right. Has your body just reacted poorly to it? Because I like it, but my toilet
Doesn't like it.
does not like it.
I don't like it comes through your pores. Like you smell it.
That's true.
It's
Yeah.
so rich. It feels like it's
Yeah.
hiding something.
Yeah.
Like
and there's just so many other, I don't know, foods that are almost related to it. Like Asian food's very related to it. There's many curries out there that aren't going to make you feel like that.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I get it.
Every time I have Indian food, I'm always like, I feel heavy, like it's hiding. There's too much extreme flavor that there's no nuance to it. Or you're missing the
Yeah.
nuance. So I was always like, I poo-poo it. Like, whatever. Indian food.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have some
Yeah, we do have
Questions?
some producer questions.
producer questions.
Right before I hand it off to my producer, though, because you brought up the McRib, did you ever hear like the cheat code for death row is for your last meal, you're supposed to ask for a McRib and Shamrock Shake because they're never available at the same time? So they
Really?
just keep like delay. I don't think that works, but it is kind of a funny thought. That,
It like
Menendez
keeps
is.
you, it's like keeps you from
yeah,
getting the chair.
yeah.
Oh my God. What about the Szechuan sauce too?
Oh yeah, because that's only been available twice, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
There's a whole Rick and Morty
Oh my God.
episode about
I
it.
think that's the whole reason they brought it back.
They
for
did
that one time. Yeah.
because Rick went into reality where it was there or something.
Because in Mulan, it was during the Mulan, which is like a little questionable of like
Yeah.
their choices.
Okay, David, which do you prefer?
Whichever.
Anything,
I don't have a choice.
whatever.
I don't have a choice.
Scott,
Yeah, I'll take Scott. You call me Scott.
you use a lot of non-toxic ingredients in your products. How do you keep the toxicity out of your life on a metaphorical level?
Ooh,
Oh,
I like
I
that.
love that. By being a hermit and talking to nobody.
Fisting exclusively.
Yeah,
just
he's very exclusive about
Getting,
that.
very exclusive with my, honestly, being able to tell if someone's cool or not, and usually was the shoe, where I was like, these are made out of dildos, and someone's like, oh, I'd be like, we're not going to be friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but having no friends but Laura, my wife.
I'm your friend.
That's so cute.
And Lumi.
yeah.
And Remy. But
And
he
Remy.
moved.
Well, Remy's gone.
We're your friends too.
What do they do?
When I said we're your friends too,
Oh, yeah. They're your friends too.
we're not.
Guys,
It's okay.
I'm having a party later.
We didn't even get shoes.
Oh, he
I have
has
a-
plenty
I have
if
a
you
lot.
want.
We can't have a party with him.
Where can we find you?
Oh, yes. Where can the fans find
Where can
you?
the fans find you?
At
And also, I mean,
Laurel Bathhouse. This we made with Scar Lord.
nice.
If you know the artist, Araki is a Japanese BDSM photographer.
Wow.
So that's where this came
Awesome.
from. David _TEIT and Laurel Bathhouse and
Yeah. Okay.
maybe other things in the near future.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. And you guys can find me at Lumi _Ray on Instagram. Follow the No Substitutes Instagram as well to keep up with, if you miss these episodes, you could go see all the reels. And yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Yay. Perfect.